Hi guys, my name's Tatiana Metintseva and you are on my crochet channel. I haven't released new masterclasses here on the channel for a long time. There are reasons for this. In this video I want to show how to make such a sleeping cat. The main part of the cat is crocheted according to the masterclass about a sleeping bear, which is already on the channel. The masterclass is freely available. I will leave a link to the bear in the description under the video. In this video I will show you how to crochet those parts that are different, namely muzzle, ears, tail, mouth. You can also visit my Etsy shop where the crochet pattern for this sleeping cat is available. As I always repeat, crochet with pleasure and you will succeed. The body, head and paws of a sleeping cat are crocheted in exactly the same way as those of a sleeping bear. I will leave the link in the description under the video. Therefore, according to that masterclass, we crochet the entire body and paws. In this video I will show you how to make a cat's muzzle, ears and tail. For a cat you can use a velvet nose 12 or 15 mm. Now I will use the nose color brown. You can also use pink and black nose to your taste. Now we will make the muzzle. We start as usual, hook number 4 mm. We make a loop and 2 chain stitches, and in the first chain stitch we make 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In the second row we make 6 increases. In each stitch there are 2 single crochets. Here is the first increase, the second increase, the third increase, the fourth increase, the fifth increase, the sixth increase. With black yarn it's hard to see how I crochet, so you focus more on my voice. In the third row we make 1 single crochet and 1 increase, and do this until the end of the row. At the end of the row there will be 18 single crochets. Three rows are ready. Now we are making slip stitch. Cut the thread, but leave a small end. Maybe we'll use it for stitching later. To be honest, I don't remember how I crochet the muzzle. The first part of the muzzle is ready. The second part is crocheted in exactly the same way, only we don't make a slip stitch and don't cut the thread. We make the second part of the muzzle ourselves and then continue together. The second part of the muzzle is also ready. We need to connect the 2 parts of the muzzle. We skip 2 stitches on the first part. From the third stitch we begin to crochet in the circle with single crochets. We will have a muzzle like this for the cat. We just crochet it in a circle with single crochets. 1, 2. First on the first part of the muzzle, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. At the beginning of the second part of the muzzle, we also skip 2 stitches. And until the end along the second part of the muzzle, we make 16 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. This is the muzzle I managed to make for the cat. At this stage, cut the working thread and pull out the thread. We need to sew this hole between the 2 parts of the muzzle. You can close the hole with a hook. We close the hole between the parts of the muzzle. We thread the thread alternately through the stitches of each part of the muzzle. Let's use these black threads. I've crocheted this cat only twice, and with you it's the 3rd time. Therefore, I don't quite remember how and what I did. I recall now with you. This is how it should turn out. From the inside, we tie the ends of the thread into a knot and cut them. After this, we need to sew the muzzle to the cat's head. The muzzle is sewn on in exactly the same way as on a sleeping bear. If necessary, go and have a look. The bear had an ordinary round muzzle. For the cat, we have made a characteristic cat muzzle. So, in this position, the cat lies with its head turned to the side. During the sewing process, don't forget to insert the nose. The nose is inserted into the top row in the middle. It is best to insert the nose when part of the muzzle is already sewn on. In this position, you will need to insert the nose. In this position, the muzzle is sewn in a circle. I won't sew on the muzzle for now. Now we will make the ears, the tail, and then we will sew everything together. You will sew on the muzzle, ears and tail yourself, just like on the bear. Here the ears will be sewn on in the middle on the tail line. One ear and the other ear. Tail, muzzle. We are making a sleeping cat, so the eyes will be embroidered with thread. I decided to fasten the nose immediately before sewing the muzzle to the head. This is the muzzle with the nose inserted. Now we will make the ears. The hook is the same, number 4 mm. We make a loop and 2 chain stitches, and in the first stitch we make 6 single crochets. That is, we start as usual. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In the second row we make 1 single crochet and 1 increase, and do this until the end of the row. We can do this 3 times. At the end of the row there will be 9 single crochets. Here we make 1 single crochet, and in the next stitch 1 increase is 2, 3. Again we make 1 single crochet, this is 4, and in the next stitch 1 increase is 5, 6. 1 single crochet is 7, and in the next stitch 1 increase is 8, 9. In the third row we make 2 single crochets and 1 increase, and do this 3 times just until the end of the row. At the end of the row there will be 12 single crochets. 2 single crochets and 1 increase is 3, 4. 5, 6 and 1 increase is 7, 8. Again 2 single crochets and 1 increase is 11, 12. Turn it right side out. In the fourth row we make 3 single crochets and 1 increase, and do this until the end of the row. We can do this 3 times. At the end of the row there will be 15 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 1 increase is 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, and 1 increase is 9, 10. And the last time 3 single crochets and 1 increase is 14, 15. In the fifth row we make 4 single crochets and 1 increase, and do this until the end of the row. At the end of the row there will be 18 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 increase is 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1 increase is 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, and 1 increase is 17, 18. In the last 6 row we make 18 single crochets. Nine, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. We make a slip stitch in the next stitch and cut the thread. Pull out the thread, tighten the thread. We straight the thread to the wrong side. Fold the ear in half. The result is a triangle like a real cat's ear. The second ear is crocheted in exactly the same way. 2 ears for the cat are ready. We will sew the ears to the cat's head in this position in the middle. This is the position in which one ear will be sewn, and here, at approximately this distance, is the second ear. Naturally, we don't add filler to the ears. When I sew on the ears, I will show you the end result anyway. You can take a screenshot for yourself and sew it on roughly the same way. The ears are sewn somewhere in this position. The ears can be sewn slightly in an arc. You can also sew exactly in a straight line. In general, this is where we sew on the ears, this is where the muzzle will be. There will be real beauty. Now we will crochet a tail for the cat. Hook number 4. We make a loop and 2 chain stitches and make 5 single crochets in the first stitch. Please note, not 6 single crochets, but 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the second row we make 5 increases. At the end of the row there will be 10 single crochets. The first increase, the second increase, the third increase, the fourth increase, and the last fifth increase. From the 3rd to the 37th row inclusive, 10 single crochets in each row. After the 4th or 5th row, be sure to turn the crochet in the right side out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now you can turn it right side out. We crochet the tail up to the 37th row inclusive. Let me remind you once again that when we sew on the parts, no filler is added to the ears and tail. In turn, add a little filler to the muzzle while sewing. We crochet the tail ourselves. You will get a kind of long tube like a cat's tail, 37 rows. At the end, slip stitch and cut the thread. The tail is sewn in this position. I sew the tail a little higher, then the tail fits well. In the end, this is how I have already sewn all the details. The whiskers and eyes are already embroidered. I didn't show you how to embroider them, but I will say that it's not easy for me either. You also asked how to embroider the beard, these sleeping eyes. I answer a lot of time and tedious. I also unravel and embroider in a new way until I like the result. And in addition, showing the sewing process on camera, when I sew it many times and then unravel it, is not very convenient. Therefore, I tell you in words, it just needs to be embroidered. Eyes and whiskers are embroidered with the regular white thick thread. I embroider and redo it until I like the result. As I said before, I sew the ears and tail in the middle along one line. The ears and tail are sewn almost on the same line. The ears and tail are sewn on with a regular needle and black thread. You can also see the cat's mouth on the screen. Pattern for mouth. I hope everything was clear. Crochet with pleasure and have a good mood for everyone.